see him just, find a way to work through everything and be really efficient today?
He was really efficient. I thought, he's been grinding through the mechanics, and I thought today his delivery was consistent. And with that, the fastball had more life in the strike zone than it has in his last starts. He incorporated the changeup more today, which I thought was really good. And then that curveball was good. So he kept those guys very lethal offense, really at bay all day long.
Sticking with pitching, how good was it to see Blake Treinen go out there, have a clean inning, and kind of pick up where he essentially left off?
It was great. I know he had some anxiousness there, which understandably so, but to get him back involved in a leverage game was big, and I know it just checked the box for him and build on that, and he'll be ready to go tomorrow.
How important is it getting Paxton going out to get Walker back tomorrow? And you have Yamamoto and Paxton, kind of those guys. Just getting Paxton back on track, like how important?
It's important. It's important because I think that our pen's been really good. I think we do a really good job of managing the workload. But to have guys that make the decision easy for myself to keep them out there, shorten the game is huge, not only in the short term but the long term. And I think that in this run, the catchers have done a great job. I think Mark Pryor has done a fantastic job of game planning, and then it just goes to the pitchers to go out there and execute, and they've done a nice job.
You talked about being greedy before the game. Did you sort of see that, whether it was approach, just the attitude, the way they played?
I did, and obviously it helps with the Shohei 2-run homer, curveball up in the zone, and he got us on the board, kind of set the tone, and Mookie's first inning walk. But Max Fried is, when he's right, he's as good as anybody in baseball, and so for us to hit a couple of homers off him, 2-run homer, then that Teo homer was a big one. He went to the well maybe once too many with the breaking ball, left it up a tick, and Teo took a really good swing on that. But to put 4 runs against Max Fried is doing something. So for us to not only win the series, but to win 3 against that team is something that's a big series.
Second Ohtani over. Have you ever seen a left-handed hitter put a ball there, Dodger Stadium?
No. It's he just keeps doing things that we just haven't seen before. Minter fastball, middle, and he just took a really good swing, and it was 111, 112 off the bat. That's deep. That's people don't hit the ball out there. Whether you're right-handed or left-handed, day game, night game, and the wind actually was kind of pushing it from left to right. So he really got into that one, and you can just see Shohei's at bat quality. He's using the whole field. Got another hit the other way today. Balls. He's being more selective, and with that, like I said, weeks ago, I think there's more in there.
Hey, this is a Rays team that came in with the best record in baseball. Obviously, we all knew how good they were even without that. What did these 3 games tell you about where your team's at right now?
I think the thing that it speaks to is if we pitch well, you can keep any team at bay, and with our offense, that every game is winnable. And so I think that early on, I just don't think we were pitching to our capabilities, and right now, across the board on the pitching front, the run prevention side, we're doing a great job of mixing, and guys are making pitches.
Blake Treinen coming back after he's been third, for him to strike out the first batter he faces 1, 2, 3 innings. So what did you make of his outing in that ball?
I was just happy that it was good to see him back out there. It was good to see him be efficient, make pitches when he needed to, and it seemed like he used his entire pitch mix. And that wiffle ball that he was throwing up there to Kellenic was pretty impressive. Very good hitter versus right, and so to get that strikeout, I think that was a big, exhale, sigh of relief for Blake. But again, I'm just happy that he didn't have to labor through that first one.
I know we're a long way from October, but did it feel like a postseason atmosphere?
Today was fun. It's Cinco de Mayo. It was sold out. There was a lot of energy throughout, but this entire series was a lot of fun. And I think our players were looking forward to coming back home. And I saw signs of postseason. Certainly that team over there we're pretty familiar with in the postseason. But yeah, the fans were great. Our guys, it was good to see our guys, play to the level of energy that our fans had this series.
Dave, you gave Shohei the day off a couple days ago. Could you see the effects of that as he kind of wrapped into the series?
Yeah, I think so. And that's something for me that just sort of going forward, just to understand, you know, when he might need a day to reset. And that 2-day blow I thought was big because he, you know, the day before he had the off day, compared to today and yesterday in the series, he was a different player. So that reset I think was nice for him.
What did you think of the defense today? Just-
Great. Look, working backwards, I think Pages has done a great job out there. That Michael Harris play was really good. Battled the sun a little bit today. Teo on the Olsen ball, that was the, you know, start the inning off with a double would have changed that inning. And then Mookie has just been fantastic. Mookie, the double play ball, the Harris liner, one hopper, great play. Kike made a nice play, a couple nice plays. So defense across the board has been really good.
Dave, going to that play that Teo made in the 7th, he doesn't make that play, that inning could go in a different direction. Any thought of letting Paxton finish that inning and see if he could get out of it?
Yeah, there's thoughts, but I think that for me, just looking at that inning, it's the first time he's been in the 7th inning in quite some time. I thought the ball coming out of his hand didn't have the life, which you can see is some hard contact. And so for me, I didn't want Duvall to make it a 1-1 game. And so I wanted to put the fire out and you know, keep those guys at bay right there.